Hi and welcome to part 8 of how to build an e-commerce website using Django and Vue.js. Now I'm going to make it possible to accept payments through Stripe. The first thing I want to do is to create a success page when you have successfully paid for your cart. So inside the templates folder in the cart, I create a new file called success.html. It's going to be very similar. Just want to extend the base.html. Add a block for the content. Div class container h1. Thank you. And then a title to show in the browser tab. Block title, thank you. And block. Doesn't have to be any more complicated than this. Also add a class title so it gets a bigger font. So then I can just close that and go to views.py inside the cart. Def success. Pass in the request parameter. Return render request success.html like that. Now we need to import this to the URLs. Success. Just copy this, success, and save. So we can go and test this just to see it. Yes. We can also add just a paragraph. Thank you for the order. It will be processed as soon as possible. Like that. Perfect. So now I want to create an API function inside store/API because I need a function to create a token from Stripe. So then the first thing I need to do is import Stripe, which I installed in the previous part. Import Stripe. And I also need to import settings from django.conf. Import settings. I need to do this because I need to access these two variables. So then I can go down here. Def create checkout session, pass in the request, create a cart instance, stripe.api key equals settings.stripe API key hidden. This is the secret one. Items, just create a new list. Because I need to tell Stripe which product we're going to buy. For item in cart, just assign product to a variable. Then I want to create the object, price data, currency. I want just to use US dollars. Product data. Name. Product title. And then unit amount. Need to convert the price to integer. Product.price times 100 because I need to send this in cents and not dollars. So instead of $4.99 it will be 499 cents. So Stripe will figure it out how to convert it to dollars. Quantity, item, quantity. And then I need to append this object to the items list. So I just say items.append object. And then I need to create a session. Session equals stripe.checkout.session.create payment method types. I want to use card, line items, this is the product, mode payment, success URL, HTTP 127.0.0.1, cart success, this is the page we just created, and a cancel URL if the user cancels the payment. Then I just want to redirect him back to the cart. Return JSON response session. Oops, forgot to add the curly brackets. Save. So now I can import this to the URLs section. So just append it at the back there. And down below here, path, API, and create checkout session, create checkout, and then the name, and save. So now we have everything here ready, so we can go to cart.html and start to implement this. Just want to see that I don't have any errors here. Perfect. So down below here, I just want to add a new button, a new submit button to test something here. Button at click by check out, like that. And then I need to import Stripe up here. Script type application / JavaScript. I need to add this, if not Vue will react on this. src https js.stripe.com/v3 and close the script. And then I need to add this by method down here. By, I just do this to separate it from this just for testing. Var Stripe, create an instance of Stripe, pass in pub key. I can go to views.py just to add this so we don't forget it. This is the publishable key. So here I say pub key settings dot Stripe API key publishable, and I also need to import settings up here from Django.conf import settings. And then I pass this pub key into the context and I can use it here. Then I will use the fetch method to call the API / create checkout session, like that. The method I need to use is post headers. I can just copy the headers bit down here because it's just the same thing, like that. And when that has returned, I want to call this function .then function response return response.json. And when that's done, I call function session return stripe.redirect to checkout. So I will be redirected to Stripe's checkout page. I need to pass in the session ID, session.session.id, and if there are any errors, I need to run .then function result if result.error alert result.error.message. So I will see the message in the browser, and I can also catch all other errors. Function error console.log error. Like that. So now I can actually go to the browser, go to the cart, and hopefully when I click checkout there, I will be redirected to the Stripe's payment page, and I will see the USB lamp and the price $4.99. Yes, USB lamp $4.99. So I can test. When you want to test the Stripe, you can just use 4242 like this. Just set the date in the future, 123, and then your name, code, Stein, pay US dollar $4.99. So it was accepted, and I was redirected back to the contact page. Now back to the success page. If I refresh inside my dashboard, I will see that today I got a payment of 44 Norwegian kroner, which is similar to around $5 US. So the payment was accepted. Perfect. The problem now is that the cart still says 1, and I don't actually know that the user has paid this amount. To fix this, we need to use something called webhooks from Stripe, which I will come back to in the next part of this series. Yeah, so when we fix the webhooks, this will be obsolete because we won't call this function anymore. But what I can do now is that I can copy this up above here, and I can show an error message is if one of these is not filled. So I create a new field called errors. This is just an empty array, and below here I say div v if errors, like that, and then I go to Bulma, just get some code here for showing messages. I can copy this. Just remove this long demo text, error, just print it there. Is danger. We shouldn't see this for now because, okay, there, if errors dot length is greater than 0, then we won't see it. And then I need to loop through the errors here. So I say v for error in errors. So I will show one article per error. Save that. So when I click the buy button, I want to say this dot errors equals, just empty it. If data dot first name is empty, this dot errors dot append first name is empty. If errors dot length equals 0, and we will only run this if there aren't any errors. So now we can try this. Okay, that didn't work. Just want to see the console. This was the errors that append. This that push is more JavaScript. Okay, now I see this error. This dot errors. Okay, we're getting closer, but we don't see the actual error. And why is that? Yes, sorry, I need to use these brackets because it's Vue. Checkout, yes, first name is empty. So then I can scroll down, create this for the last name. Last name is empty. And then the email. The address. Zip code and the place. Zip code. And the place, like that. So now we have some validation for the form. And everything looks okay. So if I now click checkout, you'll see that I get an error per field. Okay, in order to fix the payment from Stripe, we need to update the order model when we get a hook or a callback from Stripe. To do this, I first need to add one more field to the order model called payment intent. Payment intent. I want it to be a char field. Just copy this. I'm not sure about the length, so I can just set it to 255, like that. Then I can go back here and update the database, make migrations. Need to create set a default for now. Just set it to empty string. Python manage.py migrate. So now we have it in the database. Gonna run the server again. And then I can just close this. And then inside the API.py, when I create the session, I need to save. I actually need to update this checkout. I need to call it up here. So just comment create order. And then I can copy this like that and set it up here. I also need to get this data like this. Okay, I need that one too. So I can paste it. Okay, I can just paste it below here actually, like that. Remove that one. So I will show you how this works in a second, because I need to change something. Just want to create one more variable here. Payment intent equals session.payment intent. Session is this variable up here. And when I go down here, I can copy this, paste it below here, order.payment intent equals payment intent order.save. So we have saved the session's payment intent in the database like that. So when we get information back from Stripe, we can check it against this one. So if I save now, that's done for now. And the next step now is to create the webhook. So inside the cart folder, I create a new file called webhook.py. I need to import JSON, and I need to import Stripe, and I also need to import different things from Django. From django.conf import settings, from django.http import http response, from django.views.decorators.csrf import csrf exempt, because I can't control this from Stripe. And I need to import the cart like that. Then I need to create a new view called the webhook and pass in the request. I also need to add the decorator up here, which makes it possible to send post requests from Stripe. And in here I say payload equals request.body event equals none. I just set two variables. I need to set the Stripe API key settings.stripe API key hidden. This is the secret one. I need to add a try except tester here. Event equals stripe.event.construct from JSON.loads payload. So I check the data I get from Stripe. Stripe.api key accept value error se return. So if this gets something wrong, I need to return status 400 error. Then I can check if event.type equals payment intent succeeded, then I know that the payment went through. And then I can set the variable payment intent equals event.data.object. And then I can print it just to see this. Payment intent. Pass in this just so I can see it when it comes from Stripe. And then, payment intent.id, like that. Also, I forgot to import the models from apps.order.models import order, because I want to get an order based on the payment ID. Order.objects.get payment intent equals payment intent.id. I want to set this to paid equals true. And order.save. And then on the outside here I say return HTTP response status 200. So now everything should work. And in order to test this, I have installed something called Stripe command line. And I can run this by saying stripe listen, and then I forward it to /hooks. So when I get event listeners from Stripe, I just forward it to port 8000/hooks. So I need to import this function here into the URLs. So up here I say from apps.cart.webhook, which is the file we created, import webhook. So we import this function from that file. Then I can copy this, just say hooks, and save. I can add a link to where you find the installation files for this in the description. So if I now try to go here, go to cart. Let's try to create an order. Use this checkout button. Okay, there was something wrong. API line 49. Okay, it might be because I forgot to go to cart.html and I need to copy this data. No, I have it already up there, sorry, but I need to copy this because here it doesn't have a body. So save, and let's try again, just to refresh. I can have the console open, so I see errors here too. Name, last, email, address, zip, place, checkout. So now I was sent to the checkout page, and if I go here now, you will see that I have some posts to the hooks. That means that the event listener is working. So I can go through with the payment. Name on card, pay. Hopefully now I get the hooks and I can see the payment intent here. I was sent to the thank you page. So if I go to orders, just have to log in again. Name, which was the one I used, it's set to paid. I don't have a paid amount now. That's not good. But at least the payment went through. So I guess, okay, yes, I can copy this, just set it there, cart.get total cost. I have a reference to cart there. So that means that is working, and then I can clear the cart as well. Actually, that might be best to do in the hook here. Actually, I don't want to clear the cart here. I want to do that in views.py in the cart folder on the there. I can create a new instance of cart in the success here, cart.clear. So when I redirect it there, the cart should be cleared. So we can try again. See that the cart is clear now. And I go here, buy an outdoor shower. One there. Testing name. Just fill in some information. Check out. Okay, sent here again. For two. And then there again. So everything works, the cart is cleared. And now I had paid amount 0, that's not correct. Cart get total cost, why is that wrong? Total price equals 0, like that. Can just fix it here instead. For item in cart.values. and then total price equals total price plus this. So if I now save, I will try this again. Everything looks okay. So I go back here, buy a new USB lamp, fill in the fields here, test, check out. Okay, I got an error. Didn't return a HTTPS response. Okay, I can just remove these 4 item in cart. Like that. Actually, to be totally sure I do it correct, I can copy product like that. Product.price. So float like that. Okay, now I can try one more time. Just refresh. First, add some dummy data. Okay, I get too empty there. That's not good. No, it doesn't have anything to say, sorry. But I can already now go into the database first, and now I have the price there. The paid is set to not, isn't checked yet. So I can go through with the payment. Pay. So I get the payment intent. Refresh, and now it's paid. So now everything is working. So I just create a new variable, loop through all the products, and create a new total price. So everything should be working now. I hope nothing here was too confusing. And if it was, just feel free to leave a comment below and I will help you as good as I can. See you next time.